Hey Tim, congrats on your engagement. I didn't think you would get married ahead of me.
Thank you. Good luck to you too.
Shut up. Don't be rude to your sister. So, what's your fiancé like?
She is pretty and kind. I do have some concerns about her though.
Huh? What concern?
Well, I'll tell you about it next time.
Is that something you can't say right away?
It's not.
I haven't been able to see you for a while because you're always busy. I wanted to see you.
I'm sorry. I tried my best to find a way, but I'm so busy.
I see, you're in a tough spot. By the way, Mom baked brownies for you again. Also, your uncle has a wedding gift for you.
Really?
Don't you have time to go to Mom's house to pick it up? Otherwise, I'll have to bring it to you again.
I'm really busy at work these days. I would appreciate it if you could bring them to my house.
Well, if you ask me. Thank your big sister.
Thank you so much. You still have the key to my house, don't you?
Yes, I have it. I can unlock the door and leave it in the hallway, right?
Please do so. I think I'll be working overtime every day next week. I really appreciate it.
Okay. I know you're busy at work, but take care of yourself too. I hope I don't burn out before your wedding day.
I know. Well, thank you again.
Yep, talk to you later then. I'll bring the stuff to your house today.
What? Today? My room could be very messy.
That's just the way it always is, isn't it? I'll clean it up for you if I have time.
No, that's fine. You don't have to do that. You are doing me a big favor just by bringing them to my house.
Well, okay. Alright, I'll just unlock the door and leave the stuff there then. You deserve it. What? Who are you? How did you get my number? No way, you're Megan. Yeah. It's Tim's fiancé. I'm shocked that some random skank was in my fiancé's house without permission. I'm surprised that Tim is messing with an ugly girl like you. What are you talking about? I mean, you're way out of line to hit me all of a sudden. It's your fault for overreacting and losing consciousness. I had to call an ambulance. I really didn't want to do that because it would have caused a big scene. No, you're the one who hit me in the first place. I have a wedding coming up. Do you know how I feel finding out that he was cheating on me? I had to beat the hell out of you. This is a huge misunderstanding. I mean, aren't you going to apologize? What? An apology? I was beaten by you because you thought Tim was cheating on you, and I was taken to the emergency room. You did such a terrible thing and not a single apology to me? What a joke you are. You're the one who should apologize. The girl he was having an affair with deserved to be beaten. You and Tim are both to blame. You're overreacting for nothing. Don't play the victim. Just talk to Tim. By the way, I checked your phone and got this number while you were passed out. I saw that you were exchanging messages with Tim the whole time. Unbelievable. Did you look at my phone without permission? You're unbelievable. I was so angry that I punished him as well. What? Don't tell me you hit Tim too. How could I do that? How can a woman win over a man through physical strength? I decided to do some mental damage to him. What? What do you mean? You're creeping me out. After you were taken away in the ambulance, I made a mess in his house. I smashed all his dishes, TV, and furniture, and I left his room. Now he'll be sorry and won't do this again. You're the worst. Breaking things in someone's house is a crime. I mean, when you hit me, that was already a crime. You, Tim's secret girlfriend, how does it feel to be sent to the hospital by me? It's your fault for messing with someone else's man, so don't report anything. I am Tim's sister. What? Come on, I've been telling you to listen to me for a while. And I told you to talk to Tim. What? You're his sister? Huh? Really? Yeah, really. So I told you to talk to him. But I can't allow you to continue to act out of line any longer. That's enough. Why didn't you tell me at the start? Are you kidding me? Come to think of it, Tim may have mentioned that he has a sister. Is that also why you had the key to his house? Yes! He told me not to come to his house. I was shocked that he gave the keys to another girl. Have I done something bad? It's bad no matter what you think. You seem mortified to learn that I'm his sister. But when he hears that his dear sister was beaten by you, he is bound to be furious. I called him earlier and he was quite angry. What? Did you call Tim? Why did you do that? Why not? That's a given. You beat me up and put me in the hospital. Well, it would be a bad idea to tell Tim about it. What's bad is not what I told him. It's what you did. I'm sorry I hit you, but I was in a panic. You understand, right? I only had a key to his house to bring stuff to him. I didn't know you were going there. Besides, Tim told me that he told you not to go to his house. I was just cleaning his room for him. What brought you to his house in the first place? He said he's been busy with work lately and hasn't seen me at all, so I was worried. So you ignored his request, made a copy of the key, and entered his house without telling him? He said he didn't want to let you in because his room was too messy. Is that so? Besides, if you had seen text messages between him and I, you would know that. He really is too busy with work to even show up at my parents' house for a bit. So I went to his house to bring him stuff. He is really busy. How can you not trust your partner even before you get married? I didn't know that. You should have trusted him. So you're done. Done? What do you mean? Tim is also completely disgusted by your behavior. I'm also reporting this incident to the police. Tim wouldn't want to be with a woman like you. What? So, what about our wedding? Of course that would be called off, duh. Tim seems to have just got back to his house now. He's pretty shocked right about now. It was just, I was distraught at the time. I lost myself. My brother says you're a psycho and scary. He says you call the police. I'm sure he will file a damage report too. Tim call the police. Why would he do that? He won't answer my calls. Of course, that's because he's disgusted by you, right? And you even took the money that was in his house. Am I wrong? Well, I did it on an impulse, as a punishment to him. You're too much to handle. No, I'm not. You know the word jealousy, right? My boyfriend, my fiancé, had a random girl in his house. It's normal to think he was cheating on me. If I got into that situation, I'd ask the person who she is first. You literally just started beating the crap out of me. And you smashed his room. You're insane. We're both completely disgusted by you. Hey, you don't have to say that much. I was desperate. I was worried that Tim didn't like me anymore. Our wedding is coming up soon, so I wanted to make sure how he was feeling about me. Doesn't matter. What you did was way out of line. You should have had a proper talk with him, instead of sneaking into his house and beating up his sister. I guess so. Now I understand why Tim didn't want to tell me much about you. What do you mean? I think he sensed your psychopathic tendencies. I think he is terrified of your psycho jealousy and mental instability. Don't call me a psycho! Are you mocking me? I can't believe you made a copy of his house key and snuck into his room. And you just beat up a random woman you've never seen. Those actions are clearly not the behavior of a normal person. I was panicking. Oh, I see. Well, you can say whatever you want. This is no longer my concern. I'm not going to have any further contact with you after this. No, you're going to be my sister-in-law. Let's be friends from now on. What? Have you gone even crazier? I wasn't crazy from the beginning. Your initial impression of me was terrible, but trust me, I will get better. So let's be good friends from now on. That's not possible. My first impression of you was beyond just bad. You're just a violent criminal. Criminal? What do you mean? I'm going to be your sister-in-law, okay? Don't you think you should be a little more gentle with me? Yeah, I don't think you will be my sister-in-law. Huh? I didn't want this to come out of me. But I don't think Tim has any intentions of marrying you anymore. Are you kidding me? That can't be true. We're getting married! You got engaged to him only because you decided to do so on your own and reported it to your employer. And you forced him to meet your parents. So it seems Tim just gave up because he felt he had no choice. But this whole mayhem seems to have made him rethink too. Who told you that? Tim didn't say that, did he? Who else do you think is there? Why did Tim tell you that? Why hasn't he contacted me? Are you guys dating? Oh, come on, don't be crazy. Tim and I are sister and brother. You should at least admit a little that you're crazy. No matter how impatient you were to get married, this is too much. I love him so much I can't help it, can I? Don't use love as an excuse. Let me just be clear. What you do is simply too much for anyone. Both Tim and I are filing a police report. I hope they give you the proper punishment. What? Really? Wait, don't do that. I mean, let me talk to Tim. You go tell him that. I don't want anything to do with a pathologically jealous psycho like you. Your loved one ran away from you because he found out you were a psycho. It's your own fault. You should reflect well and pay for your sins. Their wedding was called off and their engagement was cancelled. Megan had seriously injured Tim's sister Carly. And when the police filed a damage report, Megan was arrested. In addition, Megan was sued for ruining Tim's house. And she finally understood he had absolutely no intention of getting back together with her. That made Megan even more despaired. Of course, she was made to pay for all his property that she had broken. And Megan's parents were furious when they heard what had happened. She was cut off from them as well. In the end, Tim didn't have to marry a crazy psycho woman. He credits this to his sister Carly. Also, Carly could stop him from marrying some crazy woman. She's also happy to save her family. Carly is hoping to meet a nice guy and get married. But so far, there are no signs of that at all, which is a shame.
So, I heard Mark bought you a $50,000 brand new car.
Yeah, he bought me the car to celebrate our marriage.
Of course, it's Mark. No surprise he can afford the car. But don't get it twisted. That car comes from Mark's earnings and not yours, okay? I mean, it doesn't make sense how he paid for the whole car to celebrate both of your marriage.
I know that. I'm not the only one using it. We're sharing the car. Plus, I'm thinking of buying a gift from my side as well. Anything else you want to say?
What's up with the attitude? You think you're better than me?
I never said that, did I? I'm just tired of being annoyed by you. Well, I'm used to it anyways, no big deal.
Since when was I annoying to you? Maybe you're just feeling persecuted. You should go get therapy. You're too introverted and gloomy. Get some help.
Sure, maybe I'm feeling persecuted. And since I'm such a gloomy person, I suggest you not deal with me anymore.
Not happening. You married my little brother. So we'll be staying in touch. Now that we're a family, let me borrow the car, okay?
I'm afraid not. The insurance is only applied to me and Mark, and no one else. Also, I heard you haven't driven for ages. I wouldn't take the risk.
It's only like 5 years. That's like nothing to drive a car. I'm sure I won't mess up. So give me the keys, will you? You don't deserve driving a $50,000 car.
Will you stop acting like a child? I'm never handing you the keys.
As I said, what's wrong with your attitude? I'm now your sister as well. You need to treat your family with respect.
My apologies, I was born this way. I'm not looking for any conflicts. I just want you to stop harassing me.
I'm just talking to you. How can this be harassment? Stop being such a baby. I'm starting to worry about the fact that you're Mark's wife.
Okay, I'll do my best. But I'm still not letting you use my car.
Ugh, you're the worst sister-in-law. Don't you know things go easier when you listen to people and treat them with respect? Grow up.
I believe you're the one who needs to grow up. If you're a grown-up, you should know how risky it is to drive someone else's car, especially without insurance.
You just don't want to share with me because you're poor and greedy. I should be driving a $50,000 car, not you.
Wow, jealous much? Why you? We've got the car for a new life, not yours. If you want a car so bad, why don't you buy one yourself? Or find someone who'll buy you one.
So you do think you're better than me, huh? Stop judging me. Anyways, I'm using the car whenever I want to. Do deal with it.
Seriously, would you please give me a break?
I'm now your older sister. You should be treating me with respect and listen to what I say. If you're not satisfied, grow up and win my respect.
You just want someone to be by your side and obey whatever you say. Am I wrong?
Wrong. All I'm telling you is to grow up and act mature. Then you'll notice that I'm always right. I don't see the difference. As I said, I'm still gonna borrow the car. Bye. I said no.
Hey, was Emma harassing you again?
Kind of. It's helpless. She's been acting like a child just because I told her not to use our car. I guess we need to be extra careful about the security then. By the way, she's still thinking of using our car without permission.
Oh, please. I'm sorry to get you involved in this. I thought I wouldn't have to deal with her now that I'm with you, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, I'm used to ignoring her, so it's not as bad.
But it's gonna continue for years. I mean, I don't think I can handle it. It's best if she gets married and moves out of town.
I agree, but I'm sure there's no chance she'll get married.
You're probably right, but I don't want to leave my sick parents here and leave the town. I know I'm being pretty selfish, and I'm really sorry.
Don't worry. I love talking to your parents. They're very nice. I'm willing to help. I'm more worried about you, Mark. I don't think I can live a fulfilling life with such a sister-in-law. No offense.
If I can find just one single trigger to cut ties and free us, I'm more than delighted. But sadly, my parents are too kind that they don't mind living with a grown unemployed daughter living on their money. Emma should be the one supporting her parents, not the opposite. I'm always busy at work, so I need her to step up.
I think you can just not deal with her anymore. She'll wander off to trouble by herself. I'm not saying we should wait, but there's basically nothing we can do about it, right?
I agree. Sorry again for getting you involved in all of this crazy stuff. I should be ashamed of myself for having conflicts with my family even after I got married.
It's alright. Things happen. We're in this together, alright? I'm always on your side to support you.
Thank you so much.
Hi there. Can I have a word for a minute?
Hello. What brings you here again?
It's about your car. I kinda crashed into an electricity pole. Now it's like a piece of junk.
What do you mean, your car? Ours hasn't been delivered yet.
Wait, what?
I don't understand. Whose car are you talking about?
The car parked right in front of your apartment. That's yours, right? The car Mark bought you.
Excuse me? That parking lot belongs to the apartment building across the street, not ours. Our parking lot is right behind the building.
You're kidding. I don't believe you. Then what? Whose car is this?
Don't ask me. It must be a car of someone completely different. What in the world are you doing? This is no joke.
I thought it was yours. It looked like it.
Even if it was, do you think it's okay to drive someone else's car without permission? Tell me about the car. Is it broken? Is it repairable?
I think it needs a bit of repairing.
But you said it's like a piece of junk. Tell me the details. Is there anything else you did to the car besides crashing it into a pool?
No, but it was an accident, not on purpose.
Are you sure? You should speak the truth while there's still a way back.
I promise I'm not lying.
Yeah, sure. But there's nothing I can do to help a liar.
Fine, I admit it. I crashed into electricity poles and trees on purpose.
And that's how the car became a piece of junk, correct? How did you even survive all that?
I did get injured a little, but if that's what it takes, you know.
I'm surprised that you're at least that brave, but you're still hopeless. So let's sort this out. You stole some random person's car and turned it into a piece of junk. Wow, you're insane.
Did you have the need to say that? Anyways, do something. You promised.
What promise?
You said you'll help if I tell you the truth.
Well, after listening to what you have done, I don't think I can be any help for this. I mean, unfortunately, you committed a crime, and a pretty hefty one. So I think it's better for you to compensate for what you did.
That wasn't the deal, you traitor. It's not fair.
Excuse me? Who exactly stole an expensive car and crashed it around on purpose?
Fine, but what should I do now?
I'm not sure, but try checking the glove box. There should be some documents or insurance papers. I mean, call the owner of the car. There should be his or her number.
So, I should make a direct phone call?
It's probably the easiest way.
What should I tell that person?
Why ask me? Come up with it on your own. You're grown up, right?
It's impossible. I've never had this kind of experience.
Congratulations, you get to experience it now. Just give up and make the phone call. We need to see how the car owner will respond.
You're right. I guess there's no other choice. I'm so pissed right now.
How did it go?
I told him everything would happen with all my heart, and he's still so angry. I said I was sorry. What's wrong with this guy? You know what? I'll just go home. He doesn't even know who I am. Too bad for that guy.
Hey, it's Mark.
Oh, hi. I'm glad your car wasn't destroyed. I got in trouble a bit, but I'll go home for now and refresh my mind.
No, don't you dare step a foot into the house.
What?
I talked with Mom and Dad. We're all at their house right now. And from the crime you committed and your attitude, Mom and Dad decided to kick you out of the house.
What do you mean, kick out?
It means kick you out. I'm sorry for you, but it's time for you to get out of the house and live on your own. We can't take care of you anymore. Me, Mom, and Dad. All of us. We've had enough.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything to your car.
I never mentioned my car. Don't you understand? You're a grown-up. You need to be responsible for what you've done. So first, you need to turn yourself in. Don't you even think about trying to get away.
Stop being so bossy. Since when were you my boss? I don't mind leaving home. I'm fine on my own. Even if the cops come for me, I'll tell them it was just an accident.
Hey, wake up! You stole someone's car. And that's already a crime. But look what you did. You even crashed it on purpose.
They would never find out, trust me.
I knew you were not okay in the head, but this is ridiculous. If you're not turning yourself in, I'm calling the cops. It's up to you. How would you like it?
What? Are you nuts? You're trying to betray me. I'm your sister.
Exactly. That's why I'm telling you. I want you to think about what you did and come back not as a criminal, but as my family.
Stop joking. What are you, a priest?
You still won't change your mind?
I mean, why would I? Plus, you won't even have the guts to call the police, will you?
Wait. Oh, my bad. My wife already called the cops. She couldn't take it anymore. So I guess it's useless arguing.
That freak! I knew she was gonna betray me. She's gonna pay for this.
Whatever. By the way, did you renew your driver's license since the last time you drove?
No. What about it?
Oh my god. You just added unlicensed driving to the list. I'm sure nothing can save you now. Okay, I've had enough of this. I have to break it to you, but you're no longer my sister.
Wait, what do you mean?
Not only do you have to pay for the penalty, but you also owe the car owner a new car and the money for compensation. Don't come back until you work hard and pay back whatever you need to.
Great! Now even you're trying to bully me. You're my brother. Can I ask for some help here?
I never bullied you. How about you grow up already?
Soon after, Emma got arrested. She was fined for all the things she did. With the fee to repair the car and the compensation all included, the cost was nearly $200,000. And since she was kicked out of her parents' house, she didn't have anywhere to go and ended up being homeless for a while. Luckily, she found a job where the company provided a place to stay. But rumors say that she is devastated from all the work with such a low salary. It's better for her to think about everything she has done. But living in debt and working just for paying back for the money she owes? Will Emma ever have free time to think about anything? At least I don't think she would.